far out at sea, where the water is crystal clear, lies a secret underwater kingdom. Here, a mer king lived with his 6 mermaid daughters. The youngest was a quiet girl with a gentle heart. She dreamed of faraway adventures in the world above the sea.
When a mermaid is old enough,
Explained her grandmother,
she is allowed to swim up to the surface. Be patient, little one. Your time will come.
one by one, the little mermaid sisters came of age and visited the surface. They returned full of stories about all the things they had seen. At last, it was the little mermaid's turn. She floated eagerly up toward the sea's surface. When she finally pushed her face up through the salty swell, she saw a fine ship floating nearby. The people were throwing a party for the handsome prince on board. The little mermaid couldn't take her eyes off the prince. As she swam closer for a better look, a storm suddenly sprang up and tossed the ship about on huge waves. The little mermaid watched in horror as the prince was thrown into the churning sea. She dove down to rescue him. The little mermaid swam to the shore and gently laid the unconscious prince on the sand. When she saw people racing down the beach to help the prince, she dove back into the waves and swam home. From that moment on, the little mermaid could think of nothing but the prince and how she longed to be with him. One day, she couldn't bear it any longer. She visited the evil sea witch.
I can give you a potion to make you human,
Cackled the witch.
but I will take your beautiful voice in return. If you fail to win the prince's love, you will melt into sea foam and be gone forever.
The little mermaid loved the prince so much that she agreed. She swam to the shore and drank the potion. Then she fell into a deep sleep. When she awoke, she was lying in the prince's palace. She tried to speak, but her voice was lost forever, and she could only smile at her handsome rescuer. The prince was intrigued by the silent stranger. He took her everywhere, and the little mermaid had never been happier. Everything was going wonderfully, until one day the prince confessed that although he was fond of the little mermaid, his heart belonged to another girl, one who had rescued him from the sea. Without her voice, the little mermaid couldn't tell the prince that she was that girl. One day, as the prince walked with the little mermaid along the beach, a huge wave suddenly crashed over them, washing them both out to sea. Without thinking, the little mermaid dove beneath the violent surf and scooped up the prince and safely brought him back to shore. It was you! You're the girl who rescued me before, the prince cried. The little mermaid smiled and nodded. I can't marry anyone else. I love you, he sighed. Will you marry me? And as he kissed her, something magical happened. She could feel her voice returning.
Yes!
She cried out in joy, and the couple was married the very next day. The little mermaid's dreams had finally come true, and she and the prince had a long and happy life together. But she never forgot about her family below the sea, or that she had once been a mermaid. The end.